Information technology and business are becoming inextricably interwoven. I don't think anybody can talk meaningfully about one without talking about the other. The figures of cases of the novel coronavirus keep rising as more and more people test positive. This pandemic has presented unprecedented challenges to countries around the world, leading the tech sector to tool up to see how they can help to get it under control. One of them is the Itoju app, an application that informs you of the preventive measures against the COVID-19.
Itoju is basically a single mobile app that sensitizes the people on what to do around COVID-19, and at the same time they can see what is going on in the world, ranging from watch statistics, also statistics from the NCDC, and at the same time too, they can report suspicious activities that can be used for contact tracking. They can chat with authority. This chat is built in such a way that we could help NCDC with their overwhelmed situation, so that people can be able to reach out to them as soon as possible. There's an active map that shows what is going on and how people will be able to are aware of what they need to do.
People can read about symptoms of coronavirus and how best they can prevent it. They can see what is going on in the world, knowing who is affected, seeing those that have recovered. They can read more about it. They can check by country. They could even check for Nigeria in the world. And at the same time too, they can try to even have an experience to know much misconception like fake masks are recommended for general public. This is actually false. So they can learn more about it. They can learn more information about the spread of coronavirus on the app. They can check from statistics from the NCDC in Nigeria here, so they know how best to prevent themselves from coronavirus in Nigeria based on the information provided by the Federal Ministry of Health. Here too, people can report any suspicious activities. If they notice someone is having symptoms, they will just put the description, the address, the phone number, or they can actually chat directly with the authority. So the authority will be the Ministry of Health, so they can chat and have a real-time conversation on what to do and how best to prevent it.
Coronavirus Daily Update is another app that tracks the changes and updates on the spread of the virus across the world. It allows people access to real-time information and data of those who've contracted the virus.
So the mobile application pulls data from the World Health Organization and the Worldometer. These are the real-time sources that are confirmed. So if a case has not been confirmed by the World Health Organization, it will not be updated. So we make sure that our data source is actually from there, and all the information they put out from medical experts are also on the application. So the application pulls all the data together, then it analyzes them based on the number of total recorded cases, total recovered cases, total deaths, total mid cases, and total critical cases across the world. So you can see them by date, how they are increasing. You can search them by country. If you want to know the number of people who have contacted in Nigeria, for instance, in Ghana, in South Africa, in the United States, in the US, you will easily see them on that particular mobile application that we developed. So this way people will be able to understand and take reasonable decisions about themselves, about why they need to self-isolate, why they need to stay at home, and make some other decisions that is relative to their well-being.
So we have graphs that explain each of those cases and what each of the cases mean. Then we have new cases, those ones that are coming up from January to March. The data are there. Then the new cases outside China, then serious and critical cases, as the case may be, are also displayed on the app. We have the closed cases here. Those are daily cures. Those are the people that are cured daily. Then these are new recoveries. As you can see, this is the total recovery rate. This is total recovery rate. Then this is total death. This is total death rate. This is total recovery rate. These are new recoveries. And then lastly, we have the analysis of active cases. Presently is 271,000. Closed cases is 125,000. So The app actually picks the confirmed cases by the World Health Organization, and also the last one is the total deaths as it has shown, and the graph daily deaths as since January 23 to March 2nd, and you can just flip through. Then you can also look at it, list of countries, Asia countries, the number of the dead people, continent affected. In Asia, 46, 47 countries, the number of deaths. In Europe, in North America, in Australia, in South America, then in Africa, we have 59 death cases already.
In another development, a mobile classroom app is offering all Nigerian secondary school students free access to its online portal without subscription for the period of the suspension of academic activities in schools nationwide.
Part of our own contribution to relieve the parent and the government and the students of further investments on education material, we have just declared this portal of mobile classroom, whether on the app or on the web, free for all students to access for the period of this pandemic. Of course, it's a huge investment on our part, because since we have declared it open, a lot of students are already bombarding our sites in thousands. So they are consuming a lot of our videos, which we are paying for the license. But notwithstanding, there's nothing we can do for our people more than this at this time. So we need to support them. Likewise, we know they will support us later. Go to Play Store, you search for mobile classroom. Then you install it on your phone. You register with your email and password. Then you come into the lecture room. Like I'm going to the lecture room now, I go to the home page. On the home page, I see all categories of classes, like secondary school, tertiary, professionals. I go into secondary school as a secondary school student. Then I can see all the available subjects. All the available subjects like biology, past questions, math past questions. There are lectures on each subject and there are past questions on each subject. Let's say I want to take English language lecture, for instance. I click on English language. So these are the topics, and I click on the topic of my choice, like adjective and relative clauses. I do that now. I'm already in the lecture room, so I can increase the screen of my device in order for me to take the lecture to get it very well.
Which is built. Okay.
While the tech community continues to make efforts to prefer solutions to the pandemic, the Lagos State Science Research and Innovation Council, in partnership with Technology Innovation Centers, is also responding, supporting COVID-19 related projects. This comes after a call was made to the startup community across Africa to procure solutions to lessen the impact of the virus.